Hello and welcome on the beautiful season 2, my beautiful souls. Welcome back to High Frequency Bubble. Welcome to this incredible podcast. And this season feels different. This season is different. This is the season of me entering in my 30s. This is the season of becoming. This is the season of clearing, healing, releasing, remembering, and finally creating from a place that feels aligned, pleasurable, and true. And you see, I want to admit something here because when I first started this podcast, I had so much fire in my heart. I knew I had wisdom to share. I knew that I have activations for you to bring through and energy that needed to move in the world. But at the same time, I took so much on my shoulders. I was carrying so much emotionally, energetically, spiritually, physically. And yeah, the shoulders were so heavy. So somewhere along the way, the thing that was meant to feel expansive started to feel heavy. So that's why I had to pause. That's why I had to make up the space. So I had to clear the clutter from my life, from my energy, from my field, from my mind, from my body, from my nervous system. And I had to come back to myself. I had to find my own rhythm again. I had to remember that my work is not meant to be forced, but it's meant to be felt. Felt by me, felt by you, felt by the world. So here I am. Again, more grounded, more embodied, more honest, more in my heart, more in my frequency, more in my truth. And this is the season that it's gonna be so freaking powerful because I will be sharing with you not just information, but I will be sharing with you wisdom, energy, activation, education. And this is the truth that comes from my heart, from my lived experience, from my own healing, from my own becoming. We are going to talk about emotions, energy, healing, embodiment, frequency, sensuality, spirituality, nervous system, identity, transformation, and the deeper layers of being a human and being a soul. So this is just not a podcast. This is a space. This is a bubble. This is the high frequency bubble where you get to come back to yourself, remember who the fuck you are, and activate the parts of you that they are ready to rise. So as I said, I turned 30 this year and I truly feel like this is only the beginning. There is so much more coming, so much truth, so much wisdom, and so much more expansion. So if you are here, thank you. And if you are returning, welcome back. And this is your time to be in my world. And if this is your first time to be in my world, welcome. Welcome to High Frequency Babylon Season 2. We are only getting started. See you on the next episode. Hello, my loves, and welcome to High Frequency Bubble Podcast. And as you know, in the previous episode, we spoke about the energy and frequency and what they are, how they are affecting the way you feel, and how your energy speaks before our words do. And today I really want to take you for that one layer deeper, because once we understand that everything is energy, the next question that we have to ask ourselves, where is that energy being held, right? And the answer is that the energy is held in the body. Your body is not only physical, your body stores that emotional memory. And your body is so connected to your nervous system and your subconscious mind and your energetic field and your soul experience in this lifetime. That's why talking about the body that holding that frequency, it's gonna be so crucial for your manifesting, because we cannot truly manifest or receive or expand ourselves from that survival mode. And that's why so many people are doing the mindset work, right? We are doing the journaling, the visualizing, we are saying the affirmations, you are trying to think positively. But I want you to think about something, that if the body is still in fear, protection, or that old survival patterns, that change that you are seeking for, they might not feel safe enough for us to hold it. So in this episode, I really want you to don't judge yourself, because we know that we don't do judging, but I really want you to understand yourself. Because when you understand your body and how it works and what parts of the body are telling you how you feel, that's how you can work with your body instead of fighting it. And this is crucial when you are in high frequency bubble. So what do I mean by the saying that the body holds the frequency? I mean that your inner state is expressed through your body, your beliefs, your emotions, your memories, those stress levels that you have, and also the sense of safety. And that frequency that you are living from. So, okay, I can think, for example, or I get this one. Vera, I am safe. But if your chest is tight and your breathing is shallow and your jaw is clenched and your stomach is contracted, this is how your body is actually telling you that it's not safe, and that it's not safe. And so many times in the session, I'm asking you, how do you feel, what you can feel, and I'm pushing the energy with you through it, because I really want you to learn the system so you can help yourself holding that frequency and shifting that frequency. Another example that you can say is like, I am worthy of love. But what is happening in your body when someone else is so close to you? That part of your nervous system may still connect love with the rejection, abandonment, and danger. You can always say like, look, I am ready to be successful. I've heard that so many times. But then I've also heard, but Vera, I feel weird when I have to go live. And this is how your body is sending you the signal that, hey, I'm not actually feeling quite safe with my visibility. And you see, this is why the transformation cannot only happen from the mind. The mind can understand the new belief quickly, and through the repetition, it can build the new neural pathways. But the body is actually the one that is going to hold it. So you need safety, you need repetition, and lived evidence that actually your body is safe and it's okay for you to be in that state. So that's why we are saying that frequency is not only about being positive. Frequency is also about the state your body is living in every single day. That's why we do the energy frequency plans that I do for you for the 90 days, right? If you're in a high frequency bubble, you know that we do that. You know that every morning you do your routine, because you are learning. And this is all the process. It's the same with your body. Your body is learning. Are you living in trust, or are you living in the protection? Are you in openness, or are you in contraction? Is it me being present in my body, or is it me operating from the survival? The thing is, the body, it's always gonna show you where you are at. You just need to give yourself permission to sit in it and to sit with it and trust your intuition and your guidance, or where is it leading you to. So red land, let me have a sip of some drink and let's go. Let's talk about the nervous system. The nervous system is really that foundation for you, for that foundation of your frequency, because your nervous system is actually that part of the body that helps you sense safety or danger. And the main job for the nervous system is to protect you. And you know, the vagus nerve is the longest nerve that we have, and it's around your neck. So when you're gonna pause, I'm releasing with you. When you're gonna pause, you're asking yourself, you can ask your nervous system, hey, Ask for scanning. Hey, my nervous system, can I ask you to scan for me my body? And ask yourself, am I safe here? Can I relax? Can I trust this person? Do I need to protect myself? Is the situation familiar? Asking the question is going to give you the answers. And your nervous system does not respond to the physical danger. Your nervous system does not only respond to the physical danger, it also responds to the emotional danger. And emotions are one of the very, very big and important parts. Because we talk about the energy in motion, that's what the emotion is, right? So that emotions like being judged, being rejected, abandoned, criticized, ignored, seen, heard, even loved, even supported. I remember my own story. When I was feeling weird, when I was receiving, when I was getting the support that felt icky, or even that you're asked to hold more. And this is why your body can react before your mind understands what is happening. You may feel anxious, you might feel defensive, numb, or overwhelmed. And even maybe you remember that time in your life when you just wanted to hide and disappear from there. And these are the nervous system responses that it's actually coming from that survival mode. And the survival mode, the survival response is something that I want to explain to you really simply. And I want you to keep it in your head because it's going to be fight, flight, freeze, and fawn. So the fight one looks like a danger, control, irritation, arguing, pushing people away. That's how you fight. When you're in the flight mode, you start overthinking, rushing, overworking, constantly staying busy, not being able to relax. When you are in the freeze mode, this is when procrastination comes in. This is when the confusion comes in. This is when shutdown comes in. And actually in that freeze mode, you are feeling stuck. And in the fawn mode, it can look like that you are people pleasing and that you are over giving yourself to everyone and that you are saying yes to everything when you're supposed to say no. Or you are even abandoning yourself to just keep peace. And I don't want you to make it personal because these are only protection strategies for your nervous system. And at one point, they may have helped you survive emotionally or relationally. But you need to ask yourself right now, are these patterns still leading my life? Because if your nervous system is in that survival, then the frequency that you are creating is often shaped by fear, urgency, control, need, lack, and protection. But when your nervous system feels safer, and I want you to really understand this, when your nervous system feels safer, then the frequency becomes more available for love, trust, creativity, receiving, and expansion. And this is the the higher frequencies that we can operate from. Because when you are learning how to manifest, you are about to becoming available to receive, and you're able to hold what you are asking for. That's why you cannot manifest from the survival mode. This is the moment where people are actually getting stuck here because they want something in the conscious level, that desire, they want it, but the body does not feel safe to have it yet. So you may desire love, a beautiful love, but your body doesn't feel to to be safe with that intimacy, right? Or one of the very important ones that I'm getting a lot from my clients, like, hey, I'm desire more money, I want to have more money, but your body does not feel safe with it, and probably feeling responsibility, or even maybe feel icky to receive it. Maybe you want to go online and you want to have that visibility, but again, your body remembers that judgment or rejection. Maybe that was that first time when you were 5 years old and you were on the stage and you were performing before your parents. Maybe that was the rejection. Maybe nobody picked you up. And also, this is very interesting that you might desire to rest and your body believes that the rest is lazy or unsafe. And here I have a beautiful story for you. When I was working with my coach, I will never forget that, because I was always working. I wasn't able to stay still and not work. And I was feeling so guilty when I was taking the time for myself. I was feeling very guilty when I was watching the TV during the day. And that one day when we worked through, it was the middle of the week. I remember this today. I called the Milky Way story. And it was 12 o'clock. I had a Milky Way for breakfast and I was watching Emily in Paris and I was staying in my jammies. And that was for me desiring my rest. But I had to tell myself that I am actually safe to be in that rest, to do nothing, to just enjoying myself and my life. So you see, the mind says, I want this, but the body says, hey, this feels dangerous, girl. You need to regulate yourself. And when the mind and the body are in conflict, the body usually wins, because the body is connected to survival. And this can look like self-sabotage. This can look like procrastination, that you're avoiding something, even attracting to unavailable people as well. Overspending, undercharging, not posting your work, pushing away support, or even creating drama when life becomes peaceful, just because you're operating from the body that's in the survival mode. Apologies. And I really want you to understand this, that this is not something that it means bad about you. This means something that your nervous system, that's why it's called the nervous system, because it's wanting you to take you back, to return you to something what feels familiar. Sorry guys. Something that feels familiar. That's why it's a nervous system. That's why the system, when you're going to build the right system for yourself, you will be able to shift and to understand and to move forward. So let's talk about the subconscious mind, because the subconscious mind is choosing something that feels familiar. So think about subconscious mind like that massive computer with so many different buttons, and they are the beliefs that they are stored there, they are the memories, they are the emotional patterns, habits, and this automatic reactions. So we are reacting on something. And I recorded a beautiful channel message where I was actually talking about like how our subconscious mind is running on the autopilot in 95%. So to be fair with you, a lot of our daily life, it's not fully conscious. It's actually patterned. So the subconscious mind does not always choose what is healthy. It also chooses what is familiar. So if the chaos is familiar for you, feeling calm feels really freaking uncomfortable. If criticism is familiar, kindness can feel suspicious. If the rejection is familiar, healthy love can feel unfamiliar. If lack is familiar, then financial stability can feel strange because you are finally being supported. If overthinking is familiar, then the rest can feel unsafe. It's like two sides, right? This is why knowing better is not always enough, because the body has to learn better. The subconscious mind has to be shown a new experience on the repeat. Because when you are healing, you're not only healing and changing a thoughts. That healing that we are talking about is teaching your whole system a new way of being. That's why it's gonna take time. That's why you need to learn how to shift. That's why I created the program Awaken, to help you learn how to manifest, to be that guide where you need to come back to do that inner work, to ask yourself the questions, to check in with your body. What do you need? To check in, where is this present in my body? So you can mark that and you can see where it is. And you can visualize that there is something magical when we do right things. And I remember when I was doing my own therapy, CBD, I think it's called, or CPT, one of those ones. And I was looking into my own thoughts, but also into people's thoughts and how they were operating from. So creating a system is going to help you move forward in your life. And I will tell you why affirmations needs the body. Affirmations can be really powerful, right? They are the new statements that you are saying them in a higher state, when your frequency is more elevated and you are connecting them in the body. When they work the most powerful, when they are with the connection with the body, when the body actually believes them. So if you say I am safe, if you say that I am safe while your body is shaking or tense, then the affirmation may feel too far away. It's not believable for you and it's not gonna land in your body and in your head. But if you say that, or say that I am wealthy, right? And then you are panicking, or your body is panicking when you're checking your bank account, then you know that the body needs more support, because this is not simply the truth for you, right? So instead of forcing affirmations, I want you to create that bridge statements. For example, I am completely safe, or I am safe. What about, you're gonna say like, I am learning how to feel safe in my body. Or instead of I am rich, say it, I am building the safer relationship with money. Instead of saying, oh, I'm so confident, I'm fully confident, say, I am actually practicing being seen one step at a time. Can you see how you are taking the pressure from your body? And these statements, they feel more believable to the nervous system, and therefore the body can feel safe. So let's talk about that spiritual layer, that the body is as a temple. So in spirituality, what we say, that the body is like a temple of the soul. This is the vessel through which your soul expresses, creates, loves, receives, and experiences in this life. We are not escaping the body. I just want to let you know. In spirituality, we are bringing the divine awareness into the body, which is your choices, boundaries, relationships, money, voice, rest. I want to say that, rest and purpose. Those triggers are not here to punish you, but they are more the way for you to show you that your body still needs safety. And the very big understanding that I had along my journey and my clients is that you showing your emotions is not showing your weakness. When you're showing your emotion, it simply wants you to know those emotions that energy wants to move. That's why it's energy in motion, emotion, right? So that's how your energy is telling you, hey, you need to move for me. Because it's simply showing you that maybe as a part of you that is still afraid. So instead of asking myself like, oh, for fuck's sake, like, what is wrong with me? Ask yourself like, hey buddy, what are you trying to show me now? Instead of like, why am I blocking this? Why this is not working out for me? Ask yourself, what part of me does not feel safe to receive this? And wait for the answers to arrive, because the answers will arrive. You just need to give yourself space to receive the answer, to be regulated enough to receive the answer. Let's talk about the capacity. Because when we are saying, oh, if you're capable of holding something, what does it mean, and holding what? So you're gonna hold that capacity and that ability to something huge: emotions, energy, physical touch, and spirituality. But I also want you to know that you will be able to have that capacity and build that capacity slowly but surely. So think of it like this: you might desire more love, right? But do you actually have the capacity to receive love without running away? Are you really truly ready to receive? You might have a desire to have more money, but are you able to hold the capacity to hold money without a panic, guilt, or overspending? How many times was this situation that the bigger check came in, and then what's happened? You had to go and buy this and that, or something broken, right? Because your body hasn't been feeling safe. You might desire to be visible more, but what if you don't have that capacity to be seen without shutting down? Capacity is something that we are building slowly. If visibility feels unsafe, one honest piece of the content at once. That's it. If the boundaries feels unsafe, start with one small no and own it. If fearing receiving feels unsafe, start accepting one compliment without rejecting it. If someone is gonna tell you, I love your dress, say thank you. If someone's gonna tell you that you look pretty, thank you that I look pretty. And if rest feels unsafe, I want you to start with 5 minutes, then 10 minutes of that guilt-free stillness. Set up your timer on your phone, close your eyes, ground yourself, breathe, and sit in it. And celebrate yourself after 5 minutes, after 7 minutes, after 10 minutes, and build that capacity slowly but surely. Alrighty? Because that's gonna be a big one. Because when you start teaching your body with these small evidences of what you are doing, I can hold this, I can receive this, I can expand this without abandoning myself, then your body is expanding, and that energy can be held in your body as well. So I really want you to complement those practices. Maybe this week you wanna do that body scanning. So how are you going to do that? I want you to pause and notice and ask yourself, what is happening in my body right now? And I want you to notice if it's tight, or maybe not, maybe it's heavy, maybe you're open, maybe you're numb, maybe you're calm, maybe you're disconnected. Whatever it is, just ask yourself, what is happening in my body right now? Step 2, you're gonna name the state. My body feels. Not I am feeling. No, this is not who you are. This is your body. And this is the difference, a huge difference as well. My body feels anxious. My body feels safe. My body feels peaceful, right? By naming and giving up the name, you're creating the awareness and the consciousness. So you are giving the awareness to this moment. Step 3, what you're gonna do, you're gonna ask yourself what the body is protecting you from. So you're gonna ask yourself, what does my body think is unsafe right now for me? What does my body think that's unsafe for me right now? Is it that rejection, failure, judgment, abandonment, visibility, success, or receiving more than you have ever known? And when the answer arrives in that step 4, what you're gonna do, you need to say it to yourself. You need to offer that safety. So say it to yourself. I hear you, my body. I am not here to force you. We can go slowly. I can take one step at a time. You can breathe in it. You can say to yourself, I don't need to abandon myself anymore. Right? And that's step 5. I really want you to choose one regulated action. So you see, I automatically start breathing with you because this is something that's decompress me. Maybe you want to drink some water. Maybe you want to stretch. Maybe you want to write down the fear that you had. Maybe you want to set up the boundary. Maybe you want to rest. Maybe you want to dance. Maybe you want to post that content. Maybe you want to ask for the support. The deal here is that the action does not need to be huge. It just has to be conscious, so you're aware of it. Alrighty? So we are about to end this episode, and I really want you to take one thing, a simple one statement, that your body holds the frequency. Your body holds the memory, that survival responses as well, and the old patterns. But your body also holds wisdom. Your body is not against you. Your nervous system is not trying to ruin your life. And your subconscious mind is not trying to block your dreams. These parts of you are trying to keep you safe based on what they have learned, and that's okay. We know that in high frequency bubble, all it's welcome. That's why you have a choice to teach them something new. You get to teach your body how to be safe in love. You are here to teach money that they are safe with you and how it can be safe with you. You are here to learn that visibility can be safe, that the rest can be safe, that receiving can be safe, that expansion and asking and wanting more can be safe. And as I said to you this before, this is done through the awareness, regulation, repetition, small conscious choices, and embodiment. You are not here to chase your manifestation from fear, honey. You are here to operate from love, and you are here to become the woman who can hold it in the body. And I really want to ask you that if this episode spoke to you, and you know that you're ready to go deeper into your nervous system regulation, frequency work, subconscious patterns, embodiment, and becoming the woman who can hold the life that she desires, I would love to support you on your work, in your journey, because I guide women through my spaces. I work with the body, the nervous system, subconscious mind, energy field, and identity that you are becoming. I mastered the nervous system regulation, I think. So if you're called to work with me on one-to-one, I'm inviting you to awaken. You can drop me a message on the high frequency Babel, of course. Let's connect, let's stay in contact. And also, if you like that episode, I'm encouraging you to share it with a sister that she might benefit from that as well, and maybe she needs to learn her own nervous system and how powerful she is, because this podcast was an initiation for you, my beautiful soul, because you already know the way, you already know what to do next. I love you, and I will see you on the next episode. Mwah.